Hi, I'm Sneaky and I play AD carry for Cloud9, and today I'm going to show you guys how to play Varus. So for runes, starting off, I go 4% lifesteal, which is basically standard now these days for AD, and I take the 1% crit chance rune, which almost always early game procs. It doesn't always proc on the enemy, but it procs on a creep, and I think it's really effective. There's always a chance to do insane amounts of damage, which will win you a trade, and there's no reason not to take it. You're not going to lose out on last hits. You're not going to lose out on a kill. It's always worth. Now going into masteries, I go 21 offense, 9 defense. I get everything in offense that you normally get as an AD, except for I get Butcher, 2 points in it, and Destruction, and both of those are really good. If you think about it, you're hitting minions about 60% of the time anyways, so getting 4 extra damage to minions is always effective. Defense, I get Summoner's Resolve, which gives 20% or 20 more shield amount for a barrier. I take that, and I get Hardness and Resistance, which gives me more trading stats for early game, and I am able to come out on top usually with those defensive masteries. So starting items, you start with Doran's Blade, always on AD carries. I start Q this game. Items, I basically go the Legolas build, I think it's been called now. It's basically a Bloodthirster Rush into Last Whisper, which gives you insane amounts of poke damage with your Q and your E. Actually, the invade is here. You basically go Bloodthirster into Last Whisper into Infinity Edge, which gives you crazy amounts of poke damage, and you're able to kill anyone. And the second you get a Fatal Dancer after the Infinity Edge, you do crazy amounts of damage. That's basically it for the build. So this is the other game for Varus. Basically, you want to try and poke with your Q as much as possible. Don't spam it off cooldown, but throw it when you can. A big hint to landing your Q is holding out for as long as possible. So when you charge it, people almost always try and dodge immediately. So actually there, I shot it instantly, but if you hold it out, earlier in the game, he actually tumbled before I even shot it, so I was able to land one easily. So second ability, I go W, which gives insane auto attack damage and last hitting power. It helps a lot with both of them, and it gives me the proc when I actually land my Q in like a duel, and E's a mana dump, I would say, as well. Basically here, I'm just trying to hit my Q as many times as possible. I'm not spamming it off cooldown, but I'm just shooting it when I know I can land it, and it's not just constantly throwing it out, because if I just kept throwing it out, I would just be out of mana always. Okay, so I have a lot of lifesteal, so I'm just basically trying to get as many hits in as possible, so now I'm full life when I was just a half life from a trade. We're pushing down the tower, and Jarvan was coming down and he's actually trading, and now I landed a Q under the turret with a or on the vein, sorry. And I actually had to flash there because he flayed me and he's almost guaranteed a hook hit. So I just flashed out and I didn't get hit at all for it. Now Jarvan's here and I'm trading for that reason, and now we get a double kill pretty much. Flame flashed out of the ultimate, and Zingy dies, and I think we get Dragon off this. It was a really good trade for us, considering their jungler was there and then we killed both of them and we didn't lose anybody. Now we get a turret and a dragon. So now I'm able to afford my BF sword and start my Legolas build. Okay, so there's a big fight top lane. So me and TF just pushed down middle lane because there was no one to defend, and now we're heading up. I think I sniped Renekton here with a max range Q. Even though he's out of the circle range, I was still able to hit him and get the kill on him, and now we call Baron and we all head over. This should be an okay call, but Zed is still up and Vayne is alive, so this could go very badly, especially since it's 17 minutes in the game, and Thresh is up actually as well. And I'm still just hitting Baron here. I switched to Thresh, and I try and hit Zed with my ultimate, but he flashes out, and now Jace dies and whatnot. Let's see, yeah, I try and finish the Zed, and I do, but we both died of Vayne. And that was a huge throw by us, but it's still okay. I got my Last Whisper off of all of that because they got a shutdown on Zed, which means now I'm really fed. It's only 18 minutes, I'm gonna have 2 items. So I just got out of base and I noticed a big fight going on up at top lane, so I start to head over. Basically my goal is to get a Q off when I'm running in, and I throw it and it hits everyone inside the Cataclysm. They all get destroyed for it, and I ult Vayne, and now she's instantly dead. There's nothing she can do, and I get a snipe off on a Zingy as well, so I get a double kill here, and now even more fed than I already was. I don't know why TF flashed there, actually. I can't really get much off of this, but I get 2 free kills, which makes me really fed as an AD carry. So we actually just picked Baron, picked up Baron off that, and now we're pushing top lane. We got the second tier turret, and they're going in. I finish off a Zingy with 1 auto attack, and I see Vayne overextended, so I go for her, crit her twice, and she's dead. But now I'm actually overextended because I killed Vayne, and died immediately to Zed, Renekton, and Thresh. So I think that was worth overall, just because of how I killed 2 of them instantly and my whole team survived, so it was alright in the end. But normally I wouldn't try and overextend for a kill like that, but it worked out there. So we're pushing down their inhibitors. They're basically both open. We got a free kill on Thresh, and now Renekton and Zed are up. So I know Zed just used his ultimate in a fight, so now they're going on me, and I actually wanted to Sun Gold card him, but he died in an instant without his ult. He's not able to kill me, and I have a Wardens to stop him from actually finishing me off, so I live and get a double kill, and now I get 2 free inhibs. So at this point, I got extremely fed. I have finished my Omens, and I sold my boots for his Zephyr. They go in on me, and they use everything. I flash the hook, I kill Zingy, I get ulted by Zed, I get Lulu ulted, finish him off, and I'm killing everybody. And literally their entire team died me, except for Vayne, and I lived through all of it. That's just how fed I was at that point. I was in a pretty good position myself. I was able to flash the hook. They couldn't finish me off just because they didn't have the damage and I was too fed. Basically insta-game, and we win, killing the Nexus. Early game is Varus. You basically want to poke down as much as you can with your Q. Hold it out as much as you can, just the actual charge of it, and they will try and dodge and force themselves in a spot where they can't actually dodge it. They'll either go under a corner, or they'll just stop trying or something, and you'll be able to land it easily. Level 2, start with your W, and you'll be able to auto attack better, do more damage with them, last hit easier. Basically leading up to that, level 6, you can probably kill most people with your ultimate, just root them and jungler come in or whatever else. Mid game, you basically want to poke as hard as you can with your Qs. Usually I would buy a mana pot to help with these so that I'm not out of mana for an actual fight. Then I'm just able to spam Qs on them and knock them down to a low life. I usually try and focus target one guy with my Q so that he's extremely low rather than having a few people like a little bit down on their health, and I never go for tanks with them. I always target squishies like a AD or a mage or a support, one of them 3, and you'll almost always be effective in that one. Late game, you want to do the same, poke with your Q, and stay out of initiation range. And unless you have your flash, you can stay really far back and max range Q poke. If you have your flash, you can go a little bit farther and try and bait out some spells and then start a fight that way. And you are the main carry late game, so always be wary of your positioning and you'll be good. You should win the game easily. I just taught you guys how to play Varus. If you want to check out the written guide, go to cloud9.gg and check it out. Sponsored by ASUS.
Here's your chance to game with your favorite player from Cloud9 or Team Solo Mid and win prizes sponsored from ASUS. Go to GameOnIncredible.com and enter today.